Trying to get rid of it. Ah. I did. Swap. What a bot. I'm lagging. Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, I ain't got to talk about you. At the same exact time, too. How much time I got before the event starts? It's 11 minutes. Who's out there? Me on me. I don't want to get targeted. I don't get that. Alright. What I'm waiting for. It's gonna so unlucky for me, bro. It's gonna so unlucky. Well, 9 minutes. I'm gonna take all my makeup. Take it the van. And then take it off. I'm gonna step on some bills. And then,
The stories of wicked stepmothers. Stories where the stepmothers would go to any lengths to torture their stepchildren. I got to live a similar real-life story. The only difference being that my story came with a lot of twists. My name is Ben, and I'm 21 years old as of now. When I was 9 years old, my mom died from a genetic disease, and my dad remarried after 7 years. Kids, this is Carly. My dad told us with excitement, and with his arm around her waist, she towered over him, smiling with her big teeth, giving him a big hug. And then it hit me. We kids were in big trouble. Those were a few of the thoughts I couldn't help thinking the day my dad introduced us to his new wife. At the time, I only had one question. What is he thinking? That we'd instantly accept her? That we'd be as excited as he was? That we'd be happy for him? What about our feelings? What in the world did he see in her? I guess I actually had more than one question. She was nothing like Mom. My mom had class. She had style. She was beautiful. Maybe that was the point. Maybe he didn't want to try again with anyone like Mom, since he went through a lot of grief and heartbreak after my mom's death. I began to dread our usual Sunday visits with Dad after Carly entered the picture. We only saw him once a week, and it was hard enough sharing his attention with my 3 siblings. Now, we had to share him with this strange woman. It didn't seem fair. Watching them together was embarrassing. They called each other by their last names, only they added a Y sound to the end of them. We just rolled our eyes, but we never let her see, of course. We were good kids. We couldn't do or say anything to make her feel bad. I think what really irritated us about her is that she tried too hard. She was too overbearing, too eager, too loud. Boy, was she loud. She used to attend my swim meets and stand up in the bleachers, yelling her head off, jumping up and down, clapping, screaming, and shaking her fist. I'd stand there in the starting block and hear her voice above all the others. I'd pray that I'd win the race, and I'd hope that it wouldn't be a close one, that I'd win by a body length. Not of me, but so that she'd have less of a reason to scream like a wild boar. But that didn't stop her. My dad liked to give me a high five after my races. That simple gesture would never have satisfied her. Instead, she liked to hug my soaking wet body while she wiggled and jiggled and jumped up and down, forcing my red face into her chest. Between gasping breaths, I'd catch glimpses of others sitting near her in the bleachers staring. I guess it was a sight, and I knew the worst part of her ritual was yet to come. I'd politely say, "Thanks, Carly," and turn to go back to my coach. And she would pinch my cheeks. I know the pinch was coming, but somehow I was still shocked every time. It was supposed to be a pinch that said, "Great job, you cute thing," or something like that. But it was always a bit hard. Her nails were sharp and long. I didn't notice these hits in the beginning, but slowly they became too much to ignore. She used to act clingy with me, finding excuses to spend time with me. It was not a wrong thing, but her actions and words were too times. She was a completely different person in front of everyone else than she was when she was alone with me. For example, she wasn't as excited about life in the morning. We'd pray that we wouldn't have to interface with her before she had her coffee. She could be pretty grouchy. My dad thought this quality was endearing. I thought it was downright mean. Being irritable is one thing, but it's seemed as if she would pick fights with my sibling, but the most baffling thing was that she never once behaved like that to me. I started ringing warning bells in my head. She definitely had her moments of rudeness in front of the others, and it wasn't just in the mornings. She was impatient with her waitress, mean to cashiers, and pompous to anyone if she was in that sort of mood. But for me, her tone was always sickly sweet, even if I made any mistakes. It was on my 18th birthday that she dropped the bomb on me. She got me alone in a room and confessed her love for me. It was not the kind of love that a mother should feel for her children. Rather, she loved me in a romantic way. I was so taken aback at that moment, and thoughts of my dad plagued my mind. She told me that she never loved my dad. She had married him only for his money, but then she met me and apparently fell in love. Now, she wanted to start an affair with me behind my dad's back. I rejected her downright, stating that I would never do it to my dad, and even if my dad was not a problem, she was ridiculously elder to me, and I only saw her as my mother. She didn't take my rejection well, and started taking it out on my siblings and me by her bitter attitude. This went on for days before I confronted my dad and told him everything. What I didn't expect was that he would take her side over me. He said I was wrongly accusing her and that maybe I was the one who was actually at fault. This was the last straw that broke our family completely. Shortly after that, I went to university and started supporting myself with a part-time job. Until date, I have never seen my family again. I guess I have my stepmom to thank for that.
Hey, I'm Danny, and I want to tell you what happened with my boyfriend Jason. I met Jason at a friend's party when I was 16. I couldn't help but notice how hot he was. Girls were hitting on him from every corner. But then, he came up to me and asked me to dance. Yes! The other girls looked so jealous their eyes were gonna pop out. The next day, we went out to the movies, but we didn't see much of the film. We were too busy making out in the back row, and oh my god, he was a good kisser. Jason and I started each other like every day. He was so sweet, always buying me presents and sending me texts to tell me how much he loved me. Sounds like the perfect boyfriend, right? Only problem was, Jason could get really jealous. Like, there was one time we went for dinner. After the waiter took our order, Jason told me to stop flirting with him. I wasn't flirting with him. Ugh, all I did was say thank you. But that was enough to put Jason in a bad mood for the rest of the night. When Jason drove me home, I told him he was being ridiculous. I'm sorry, baby, said Jason. It's just, I love you so much. I can't bear the thought of you being with another dude. It was hard dealing with Jason's temper, but I really loved him, so I always forgave him. We'd been seeing each other for about 6 months when we were in the den at Jason's house, playing video games, when this gorgeous guy walked in. Oh my god, he was hot. He was tall, with piercing blue eyes, and he was wearing a soldier's uniform. I mean, Jason was hot, but this guy was on another level. Lucas, yelled Jason, running over to hug the man. Danny, this is my brother Lucas. I went over to meet him. Lucas held out his hand for me to shake. Where I felt like fainting when our fingers touched. Lucas told us he was home on leave from the army, and Jason said we should all hang out together. Jason asked if I minded because he didn't get to see Lucas much since he signed up. Did I mind? Are you kidding me? I got to hang out with a hot guy, and Jason wasn't going to get jealous. We had
When did I first get into gaming? Probably about 8. When I could really understand everything. I had a Nintendo. You had to blow it. You had to blow it, the cartridge in there. I never understood what that did, but I always felt like it worked. What's up, my name is Offset. My handle on Caffeine is Offset YRN. One of my gamers that I played with, his name is Philosophy, passed away. He was just telling me like, yo, bro, you should stream.
so much fun together in the couple weeks Lucas was home. We went to Six Flags, went out for dinner almost every night, and went to the movies. But the best times were when we were over at Jason's. And to be honest, some things got pretty steamy between me and Jason. Like, when the three of us watched TV, Lucas would kind of rub his thigh against my hair without Jason noticing. This was wrong, but it made me want him so bad. On Lucas's last day of leave, we were all in the den when Jason remembered he was supposed to pick something up for his mom. He asked if I'd be okay staying with Lucas. Like he had to ask. Any excuse to spend time with his hot older brother. When Jason left to go to the store, Lucas came and sat right next to me. He was so close, our knees were touching. My heart started beating faster, and I bit my lip. I knew he wanted me, and all I wanted to do was kiss him. Thank God Lucas made up my mind for me. He leaned forward and kissed me passionately. Oh my God. I liked making out with Jason, but this was just... wow! With Jason, I feel like I'm with a boy, but Lucas, he was a man, and he really knew what he was doing. Jason and I had fooled around a lot, but we'd never gone all the way. I didn't feel ready, but at that moment, all I wanted was to be with Lucas. Things started getting hot and heavy, but then we heard Jason coming home. I straightened out my clothes, and Lucas moved away from me. When Jason walked into the den, I thought he'd know straight away what we'd been doing, but he just smiled and walked over to kiss me. Did you two have fun while I was gone? He asked. Yeah, I said. When Lucas went back to the army, he started emailing and texting me. His messages were so romantic, and sometimes they were his hot nudes. He'd tell me all about what he wanted to do to me when he got back home again. I really felt like I was falling in love, you know? I always deleted his messages. It would break Jason's heart to know I was flirting with his brother, and I did love Jason. Anyway, Lucas was away in the army. It wasn't like I was having a real affair with him or anything. We were just talking. But then it happened. Lucas messaged me to say he was leaving the army and coming home for good. I felt such a mix of emotions. I was excited that Lucas was coming back, nervous about what would happen between us, and worried that Jason would suspect something. I didn't have to worry. Jason planned a surprise party for Lucas to welcome him home. There were loads of people there, and there was no chance for me to spend any time with Lucas. In fact, he barely spoke to me. If he hadn't sent all those sexy messages, I would think I'd imagined the time we kissed. And then it happened. Lucas yelled out for us all to be quiet because he had something to say. He held out his hand, and some girl I'd never seen before stepped forward to take it. "This is my fiancée, Sherry," said Lucas. She's the reason I left the army, and I want to spend more time with her. Lucas was engaged? I felt like my heart had shattered into a million pieces. I'd spent so long about kissing Lucas again. He was with someone else. I know. I shouldn't have been upset. I was with Jason, and we had a good relationship. It's just that I felt like I had something special with Lucas, and I wanted to see if it would go somewhere. Oh well, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Now Lucas was home, I saw a lot more of him, but Sherry was with him most of the time. It wasn't the same as before. We would go out on double dates together. The more time I spent with Sherry, the more I wondered what Lucas saw in her. She wasn't all that pretty. She was flat-chested and really dumb. She laughed at everything Lucas said, even if it wasn't funny. Lucas should have been engaged to me. It would be so much better for him. But then it happened. I was over at Jason's when Lucas walked in. He told Jason their mom had asked him to drive her to the store because her car wouldn't start. Jason asked me if I wanted to go with them, but I said no. This was my chance to talk to Lucas and find out what was going on. When Jason left, at first it was a bit awkward. I didn't know what to say, but then Lucas said, "I'm sorry." He told me that he'd only proposed to Sherry because she told him she was pregnant. Then she lost the baby. He felt guilty and didn't want to hurt her, but he'd been thinking about me all the time. "I know you're still with Jason," he said, "but I want you." That was all I needed to hear. We fell into each other's arms, ripping our clothes off. That first time with Lucas was incredible. He really knew how to please a woman. By now, Jason and I had been sleeping together for a while, but he wasn't great in bed. Lucas had experience, and it showed. After that, Lucas and I spent every moment we could together. I couldn't get enough of him. His body was amazing. So toned and buff after all his time in the army. I was head over heels in love. But then, I missed my period. I knew it wasn't Jason's baby because we always used protection. But Lucas and I weren't as careful. When I told Lucas, he was so sweet. He said he'd leave Sherry and we'd get married. He didn't want his baby to grow up without him. The worst part was telling Jason. I still cared about him, and he was my baby's uncle after all. Jason was devastated. I'd never seen a man cry before. I felt so uncomfortable. I hope he cheats on you one day, he said. Lucas and I got married at the courthouse. It was only a small ceremony. Jason wouldn't come, and neither would his parents, because they didn't approve of me running off with Lucas. My parents thought I was too young to get married and have a baby. They didn't come. Either. I didn't care. Lucas and I were going to be together forever, but it wasn't long before things changed. I put on a lot of weight while I was pregnant. Lucas started making comments about how fat I was. Whenever I ate anything that wasn't a salad, he'd make snarky comments or snort like a pig. When our daughter, Mia, was born, I thought things would go back to how they were, but Lucas didn't want to spend any time with her, and as for changing diapers, forget it. I was really depressed, so I started to comfort eat, which made things even worse. Lucas threatened to leave me if I didn't lose weight, but his negative comments only made me eat more, and I ended up gaining 100 pounds. The more he called me names, the more I ate. I hated the way I looked, but I couldn't stop eating. It was the only thing that made me happy. After he left the army, Lucas couldn't get a good job, so he had to work as a barista to pay the bills. He started spending more and more time at work. He said he was getting overtime to pay for the baby. Whenever I asked him for money to buy formula, he said he didn't have any. I started to suspect he was having an affair, so I took Mia and waited outside his work one day. Sure enough, when he left the coffee shop, he was holding hands with another woman. They kissed before getting into his car and driving off. I raced home and started packing things for me and Mia. There was no way I was going to stay with someone who was cheating on me. When Lucas came home, my bags were in the hallway. "What's going on?" he asked. "I know you're seeing someone else," I yelled. "I'm leaving, and I'm taking Mia with me." Lucas begged me to stay. He promised he'd break up with the other woman and said he loved me more than ever. He took me to bed. We fell asleep in each other's arms, but when I woke up, I was alone. Lucas had left, and he'd taken Mia with him. He left me a note which said, "There's no way I'm letting my daughter grow up with a fat pig for a mother." I had to go to court to get my daughter back, but I couldn't afford a lawyer. Lucas's family paid for a lawyer for him, and he said I was a bad mother who was a danger to our daughter. He won full custody. I know some people think I deserve it for cheating on Jason with his brother, but I've learned my lesson. I'll never cheat on anyone ever again. Now, I'm working 2 jobs to save enough money to hire a lawyer. I won't rest until I have my daughter back. And if you liked this story, remember to like, comment, and share for more videos.
Hey, what's up with it? What's up with it, partner? Well, I'm not. Well, right now we can't play because I'm competing in a tournament. Well, I'm competing for some. I'm competing in the performance class cup. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
I'm gonna plug, yeah. I'm gonna plug to my phone.
Kevin the Q, maybe. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Hallie, and my dad is wealthy. My life is full of exciting things, but my dad is mean. He never allows me to see anyone. One time, I was having my friends over. Dad saw us, started yelling and screaming at them. "Get out of my house! You are only here for the food!" My friends freaked out and left. They never came back. Then he grabbed me by my hair and slapped me in the face. "That's not your house. You do as I tell you." Don't bring anyone in here. What about my mom? My parents are divorced. Mom lives with her boyfriend. Dad doesn't want me to see her, and if I do, he will stop taking care of me. I got so sick of this situation, so I decided to rebel. I started dating a bad boy. His name was Liam. Liam was a typical bad boy. When Dad saw him, he almost passed out. Liam was unemployed, a member of a gang, always getting in fights, and he didn't have basic manners. You are not going to date this boy, not under my roof, Dad yelled. He then slapped me in the face. This is my home, I replied angrily. Oh, really? Watch me. I was determined to piss him off. One night, I snuck out of the... We spent the night roaming the streets on his motorcycle. A studio where I got a tattoo and a piercing in my nose. I knew that my dad would hate it, but I didn't care. I wanted him to suffer. However, when we got home, Liam and I were talking in front of the house when a police officer came and arrested him. I was confused. I asked the police officer, "What did he do, officer?" The officer replied, "He is disturbing the neighborhood with his motorcycle." Disturbing? Oh my God, this is definitely my dad. I went into the house to yell at him, but when I got in, a strange man came behind me and put his arms around my body and dragged me by force. I tried to fight, but he was much stronger than me. Who is that? A thief? I thought he was going to kidnap me. But, strangely, he took me to my room. He threw me on the bed and locked the door. What the hell was going on? Dad entered half an hour later and said sharply, "That's what you get for not listening to me. Enjoy your prison." Then he got out and locked the door. I went nuts. I got up and started banging the door. "Get me out of here!" I screamed desperately. But he never answered. 2 days went by when I understood that the strange man was a bodyguard. His name was Antonio. Dad hired to keep an eye on me. Every day, the bodyguard opened the door, put all the food, and left without saying any word. I hated him at first, but then when I watched him closely, I noticed how handsome he was. The guy was fine. Like, real fine. Jesse Williams fine. I tried to speak to him, but he was cold as ice. But somehow, I started having feelings for him. I looked forward to the time he handed me food, just so I could look at his blue eyes and muscular body. 10 days later, Dad decided that it was enough. The punishment was over. He allowed me to go out, but on one condition. The bodyguard had to accompany me. To his surprise, I was fine with the whole thing. I mean, I couldn't say no to a bodyguard like that. The minute I got out, I made it my mission to date Antonio. And since he didn't want to talk to me, I thought, why not make him jealous? I wore my best, most revealing dresses whenever we went out. All the boys and men looked at me and tried to talk to me, but he never paid me any attention. My next move was to annoy the hell out of him. I stayed up late at night partying to exhaust him. I talked to guys who looked dangerous, and I yelled at him unnecessarily all the time, but he always replied, "Yes, ma'am." "No, ma'am, I'm not your ma'am. Will you look at me?" But he never did. One night, I was tired of the whole situation. I was at the bar feeling lonely. I was missing my mom so badly that I couldn't breathe. I was my friends for a while too. I started drinking uncontrollably. So when the girl sitting next to me asked if, "Could you move a little bit?" I answered, "No, I can't, you ugly monster." She threw her glass of water on me, and I slapped her in the face. We started fighting like crazy cats. Antonio had to come and take me out of the situation. I was so drunk I couldn't stand up. He held me between his arms and took me home. I was sobbing when he put me on the bed. I told him while I was crying, "Please don't leave. I feel so lonely tonight. Could you stay for a little bit?" And for the first time ever, he actually listened. He sat on a chair beside my bed, and I just kept talking. "You think I'm spoiled, but I'm just lonely. You have no idea what it is to live with a big father like mine. He keeps me away from everyone. And you are so cold. You don't pay any attention to my feelings. I don't know what to do with you."
Yes, sir.
The next day, I didn't
Let's
want to
let's
see
focus the
anyone
whole
sitting
game.
in my room. But something strange happened. When Antonio came to hand me the breakfast, he was smiling. I blinked twice to see if it was true. Yes, there on his lovely face was a big smile. Then, the day after, when I was heading to college, he bought me coffee without asking. And he wished me a beautiful day. What's with the changed attitude? Did something happen? Antonio was nicer and softer. I
Hello?
was happy with the change, but was he feeling sorry for me? Or was it because he really had feelings
Hello?
for me? I had to know. That's why I booked us dinner. I told him to wear his best outfit because we were going to a fancy hotel. I told him I had a date. He was confused, but he didn't say anything. That night, he went to a fancy restaurant. He didn't want to go in with me. He said quietly, "I'll just stay outside until you finish your dinner." And I responded, "Sit, you fool. You are my date." He was surprised. He sat down and we started talking. At the end, I was brave enough to ask him, "Why did you change suddenly? Do you have feelings for me?" He didn't answer. He just took his phone out and opened it to the gallery folder, and I saw hundreds of pictures for me in different situations. I wasn't paying any attention in any of them. "Wow," he said with a soft voice, "I loved you the minute I saw you, but I also had to keep my job." Then he added while holding my hand, "You are a beauty, and you deserve someone who would love and appreciate you for who you are." I couldn't believe that he was feeling the same way as I did. I jumped off to hug him. I felt like I just won the lottery. We got out of the restaurant and went on a long drive in the car. We had tons of things to tell each other. And then, at the end of the night, we had our first kiss. Things got better after that. Antonio and I were dating secretly. We had the best time ever, doing all these exciting things. But one time, when we were kissing in the living room, Dad walked in on us. He was furious. He screamed at both of us, "I leave you for 2 days? That's what you do?" Then he turned to me and screamed, "He is after your money, you stupid!" I yelled back at my dad, "Not everyone is like you. Not everyone thinks only about money. I love him." But Dad didn't listen to me. He just turned to Antonio and said, "Get out of here, or else I'll make sure you never find another job in your entire life." Antonio looked at me sadly. He said, "Sorry," and then left. I tried to go after him, but Dad wouldn't let me. And just like before, he locked me in the room. I cried myself to sleep that night. The next day, I decided to run. I had enough with my dad's crazy behavior. The man was despicable, who only did a few necessary things and ran away. I went to see Mom. I knew the address. She lived in poor, dangerous neighborhood. Everyone was looking at me when I walked down the street. I didn't look that I belonged there in any way. She was stunned when she opened the door and saw me. She asked in shaking voice, "Hallie, what are you doing here?" I didn't say a word. I just hugged her and started crying. We went inside and I told her everything. Mom was angry. She promised me that she would protect me. She told me that she didn't come to see me because she thought that it was my desire. Dad had told her that it was me who didn't want to see her, so she just kept a distance. What a liar. Mom gave me a room. She told me I could stay at her place as long as I want. My first goal was to then decide what we need to do together. But when I got to his apartment, he was not there. I asked a number of his friends about him, but no one knew where he was. I also checked his favorite places, but he was nowhere to be found. Where the hell was he? Did he just disappear? I tried to call him and send him messages on his social media accounts, but he never replied. My heart was broken. I kept looking for him for weeks, but nothing came up. I finally gave up. Then Dad tried to contact me. "Come home." But all I could think of was that he was the reason Antonio and I broke up. "I will never come back and live with you. I prefer my freedom over all your money." I lived with my mom for a while. Then I started working and I applied for college. I had to become independent and take my life in my own hands. 4 years later, I was working in the office talking to people when suddenly Antonio walked into the room. I couldn't believe my eyes. What was he doing here? I worked hires bodyguards for famous people, and we had a party that night for all employees. Was he my coworker for all this time? One of the girls who worked with me noticed that I was looking at Antonio and looking shocked. She told me, "Oh, I see you are checking one of the hottest bodyguards we have. But relax, the guy is taken." I was taken aback. I immediately asked her, "What do you mean by that?" The girl responded, "The guy is married." Duh. He has been with his wife for almost 8 years now. What? 8 years? Does that mean that he was cheating on his wife with me? And did I run away from my dad and ditch all that rich lifestyle for a douchebag like him? I was furious. I felt like some kind of stupid girl. Then our eyes met. He went pale, like he had just seen a ghost. He didn't even try to talk to me. He knew I discovered his lies. But I got my revenge. As the head manager, I assigned him to our worst, stingiest client, a 72-year-old gay man who likes young men.
No,
I'm
wait,
sure
let
he'll
me
love
finish
you
this tournament, bro.
properly now.
Hey, I'm Kyla, and this story is about my struggle with living with my autistic brother. Don't get me wrong, I love my brother, but things with him can get pretty tough. After my brother Kevin was born, I knew he wasn't like other babies. Like, Kevin didn't try to speak at all. I spent hours trying to teach him to say my name, but he never made a noise, and he didn't start walking until he was 18 months old. Because Kevin couldn't talk, he'd get very frustrated when people didn't understand what he wanted. I remember one time we took him to the store. Mom put him in the shopping cart, and he started screaming like crazy. He even started hitting her and throwing things out of the cart.
Hello?
Mom was so embarrassed. She then began trying to take control of Kevin, but a security guard came running after her because he thought she was being violent with her child. She managed to persuade the security guard she was only trying to help Kevin, but after that, I was forced to stay home with Kevin whenever she went shopping. Kevin was 3 when he was diagnosed with autism. He has a lifelong disability that affects how the brain works. He has no interest in other people, and he hates when things don't go to plan. I was only 8, so I thought they could give Kevin a pill or something and he'd be better. But instead, he started having a ton of therapies. There's no cure, just support to make things a little easier. When Kevin was old enough to go to school, the doctors recommended he go to a school for autistic kids, but my parents said no. Mom said he'd never learn to be normal if he wasn't around normal children. Mom was in denial. My brother was never going to be normal. It was hard being Kevin's sister at school. Everyone called him weird because he couldn't talk, and if he ever got excited or upset, he'd flap his arms around like a weird bird. Until one time, I was in the schoolyard when I heard some kids chanting, "Eat it! Eat it!" I headed over to a crowd of kids and found my brother in the middle of the group. One of the boys was trying to make him eat some dirt. My brother was flapping his arms and rocking back and forth, wailing. He was so upset. It made me mad. I ran over and shoved the boy away. Jerk, I yelled. The boy pushed me back, so I started kicking and punching him. Nobody was going to treat my brother that way. By the time a teacher came to break up the fight, the boy had a bloody nose and a black eye. It wasn't the first time I had to protect my brother. Only problem was, because I didn't look like
that's why you was gone for.
I was the one to get in trouble. It didn't matter.
So that's why you was gone?
Bullying my brother. The principal said it was no excuse for violence. I got suspended for 3 weeks. I love my brother, but sometimes he made my life so hard. It was even harder when I was old enough to start dating. No one at school wanted to date.
Don't they got more chocolate milk?
Autistic brother. She brings her milk everywhere. They even said they might catch autistic.
You know what they mean.
But then I met Dave. He worked part-time at the local
We use
grocery
plates.
store, and I was so into him. We went on a few dates. Things were getting interesting.
Hey, I'm from the hood. We use plates, pans,
But I said no.
plates, everything.
To meet Kevin just yet. It wasn't that
It don't
I was
matter.
ashamed of him, but I didn't
Come drink it, some I don't care.
knew I had an autistic brother. But then my parents went away.
Drink it out the car and then waterfall. Do something.
They taped
Come on now.
my phone and left. I couldn't complain because I knew they were doing it. When Dave heard my parents were going out of town, he insisted on coming over. When I said no, he
Bro,
said he would leave. So
I ain't told you how I told you what you can do. Either you can
Kevin to stay in his
waterfall, the card, or you
and I thought that if I gave him enough cookies, he would
get a nuke, or you can
Dave arrived.
I don't know what else to say.
Cookies and watching Frozen from the Alien Con. I took Dave to my room and he started kissing me straight away. Took off my blouse and my bra. I felt really uncomfortable sitting there half undressed, but Dave told me I looked beautiful. I felt really bad, and a while went by before I went to check up on Kevin. I looked for him for hours before I found him in the shower. Kevin, I said, what are you doing? You scared me. He waved a bunch of empty Oreo wrappers at me. He'd eaten them all. Kevin pointed at me and Dave and laughed some more. What's wrong with him? Said Dave. Is he some kind of retard? Don't call my brother a retard, I yelled, pushing Dave away. Get out of my house. I never saw Dave again, which was fine by me. And a couple of weeks later, I started throwing up. I thought I had a tummy bug, but I did a pregnancy test, just in case. It was positive. I was terrified of the thought of having a baby. It wasn't just that I was young and I'd broken up with Dave so I'd be a single mom. What if the baby was like Kevin? Autism is genetic, so there was a chance my baby could be autistic too. It was hard enough looking after my brother. I couldn't look after an autistic baby as well. Have a termination without telling anyone. I was too young to be a mom. I wanted to live my life before I became a parent. After the termination, I became really depressed. I felt like such a failure. My parents down, although they didn't know why. They told me they had a surprise for me. They told me to get Kevin into the car. As we drove away from our home, Mom said we were going to a local pet shelter to pick out a dog. She said she
got 1 point, bro.
and this was their way of saying thank you. I couldn't believe that they'd finally do something nice for me.
For I gotta do something.
I wanted a
Hello?
who could sleep at the bottom of my bed. I'd teach him tricks.
Do you know how mad I am? I ain't got that all that night for this, bro.
Side of our car, we spun out of control and wound up
Bro.
crashing into a tree. I blacked out, and when I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. A
Bro,
nurse was
it's
standing
a
next
cup.
to me checking my
Use
pulse.
plates, bro.
She saw I was awake.
Stop being so bougie, bro. Use plates.
I asked where my mom and dad were. She shook her head.
Bougie.
Died in that crash. Life was even tougher.
Uh-huh.
I had to drop out of school. It was too hard to study and look after my brother.
Further.
I had plans to go to college, maybe become a
I'm really over here trying to win money, and I'm over here about 1 point.
Now I had to think about Kevin.
What the crap I was doing at 1 point?
Forget about it. I didn't know anyone who could babysit Kevin for me.
We on me. We on my topic right now. Forget the coat. I'm trying to win money, and I only got 1 point.
Did some repair work on my house. We got talking, and he didn't seem to mind when Kevin started spinning around the middle of the room.
I mean,
He had fun.
I need to become to make the most money. I need to. I don't know. What I need is that
Babysitter for Kevin so we could go out.
I need points.
Never pressured me into doing
I either go for placement,
but the more time we spent together, the more I
which
wished
I probably ain't finna do.
about Kevin. Although Matt was
I'd be finna sit on top of this manager, go for placement.
our relationship would be better if my
I think that's the best way.
That's when I had the idea to put Kevin in a home for autistic people. I checked with
But
the lawyers.
I think I don't know, but it's like I'm just to win money. I need to become either top 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, or 30.
When I took it,
No, top 20 at least to get some type of money. I think the most I can get is like 300 something.
what I'd done. At last, we were free to be a normal couple. But when I told Matt that Kevin was living in a home, he got really angry. How could you do that?
That's all I really know
That's your
is
brother. He's your family. He should be here with you. He broke up with me.
this time. Should I go for placement or should I go for
Kevin was the only
heels?
family I had left, but now he was at home. I didn't have to worry about him all the time, and I could get my high school diploma. A week
I'll
went
get-
by without Kevin, and to be honest, it felt really weird. Years passed, and I felt guilty every single day. So I decided that I was going to visit Kevin on
I
his
know.
19th
That's something. I think I'm just from
and ask him
placement.
if he would come back to live
But I only got like
but to my shock, Kevin was not there anymore. I panicked as soon as they told me
I know.
that Kevin had gotten married and that he moved into his wife. They wouldn't tell me if his wife was autistic too. This was a
What happened?
disaster. I drove quickly to the gate and I stormed in without even knocking. I saw the most shocking scene. Kevin
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I think I ain't gonna win no money this time. But I ain't gonna give up though.
so in love. She was eating fruits and I could see how my brother smiled at her. I knew at that moment how stupid I was, thinking that my brother could
Yeah, I
never
think I'm
have
just gonna go for placement.
love. He even got married
I
before
ain't
I
gonna
did.
bet. I ain't got nothing to
After that
lose.
day, I did not
The
worry
time.
anymore about having a baby that might turn out autistic because I knew the
Hey, what you doing right now?
always finds a way to balance itself. Guide people like my brother to find happiness. Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm waiting. I think I'm. I think, to be honest, I think I need like 100 some points just to like get somewhere in the money. So in the span of 10 games, in the span of 3 hours, I had to get 100 points. 2. This will be my third right now. If it a whole lot of arena, it'd be annoying, but it's worth it, I guess. I think. What you mean? I'm at 2,000 right now. That's how much you got. That's how much you gotta. Yeah, I can't do this. They too sweaty in here. I can't. Plus I'm learning the class, so now I can't do this. Probably later in life, but nah, performance cash go. Hey, bro, you trying to buy this account off me, right quick? You trying to buy this account off me? What? It's the Xbox account. I don't think it's for PlayStation, nothing like that. But I mean, buy the account from me. Shoot, I'm stuck. I like 15 PayPal. Oh my God, I give you 5 for it. Exactly. I give you a Mitty code. I give you. You give me a Mitty code, I give you the thing. That's a good idea. That's a good. Hey, when you got your Mitty at? When? October. No way. Google. YouTube. Pickaxe. Cold. Nah, you didn't get yours in October. Guess what? They came out in November the 6th. Yeah, I caught you slipping. Oh, it's expired February the 4th. To line self. What? Exactly. My point. I know that I'm not going to compete in this tournament. It's too sweaty for me. And I'm a real deal sweat. But let's play some creative. Hello? Let's play some creative. Why not? Well, if you don't join my party. If you don't join me, boy, I'm gonna whip you. Why are you yelling at me? Yes, you are. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm chilling. You tripped out. You hurt my ears, bro. Look, be quiet. You talking too loud. Bro, calm down. Chill out. You are. It's okay. It's okay. So the thing is probably the 20. So this probably is the 4th. So I'm just celebrating some Monday. I'm probably gonna ask my mom can I get some money on this first, cause the first get it. Shut up. Yeah. Okay. Cause the big guy really do go good with the toxic version of Remedy. What? Oh, not Phil. I put it on Phil. Stop yelling. I'm gonna go see my room talking. Shut up. My mom says maybe. Hello?